So what foods cause inflammation in the body, and what should you avoid? So that's really what we're going to get to. We're going to talk about what is pro-inflammatory and what is anti-inflammatory. And my goal here is to really show you that you will not feel deprived or hungry if you choose to eat more anti-inflammatory foods. You will have food to eat. There is plenty to eat. So let's look at the pro-inflammatory foods. So these are generally our refined oils, such as corn oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil, soybean oil. So now when you think about going out to a restaurant, many foods are cooked in these oils. And these oils are all pro-inflammatory. Why do restaurants have these oils? Well, they can cook fast. They're cheaper. They're much cheaper to have. And because when you have a restaurant, you're producing tons and tons of food, so you're not going to get the highest quality oil. Many of your restaurants, if you're eating out, will have refined oils in them. You also cannot account for the amount of sugar that has gone into food. You know, when we go to a restaurant, food is meant to taste good. It's not necessarily meant to provide you nutrition so your organs function. It's meant to provide that satisfaction feeling. So simple carbs. So simple carbs versus complex carbs. Simple carbs, what happens in our body, if you think of simple carbs, we're thinking of white bread, bagels, white pasta. They get broken down in our body so much quicker than a complex carb, which might be a whole wheat bread or a whole wheat pasta. And when simple carbs are getting broken down that quickly, they're actually increasing our insulin levels and increasing inflammation very quickly. Also processed foods, crackers, chips, and pretzels. Saturated fats, as we talked about, animal products such as meat and dairy are very high in saturated fat, including cheese. The processed meat I'll talk about a little bit more later, but we're talking about hot dogs, bologna, sausages, and I'm just thinking now about you know, I don't remember what year it was, but the year that Subway came out with those commercials to lose weight. The guy who would eat a Subway every day. And I don't recall what actual Subway he was eating, but I know that there is a lot of processed meat going on there as an option. So processed meat is a prime culprit for causing inflammation. Trans fat. Also, those are your Crisco. I don't know if you recall those big tubs of Crisco. They are also used in many restaurants because they give you this flavor. They cook fast, but they're not good for you. Alcohol as well is pro-inflammatory. Refined carbs, like we talked about, any of the white rices, white flours, white pasta. Desserts, cookies, candies, cake, ice cream, and sugary beverages. So now let's get into what are some of the anti-inflammatory, and I'm seeing your questions there. I'm really excited about these questions, and we're going to get to them. Anti-inflammatory, so most vegetables, fruit, high-fat fruits. Yes, it is okay to eat fat, but we're going to talk about the good fat to eat. So avocados and olives, healthy fats such as olive oil, fatty fish, nuts, dark chocolate. Yes, I'm going to go back to that. You can eat good quality dark chocolate. It is good for you. Spices, tea, red wine, up to 5 ounces per day for women, 10 ounces a day for men. So it looks like we actually have a lot we can eat.